to do an insight video today, and I was talking about yesterday. I was talking about this golden light, this golden energy, and I was talking about illumination yesterday. But as I start to connect into it today, they want to use the word radiance, and like each and every one of us are like radiant beings, and we've got this energy, this radiance. And this source energy, this golden light, this golden energy is like this radiance. And I've talked about like expressing, but the radiance is also sort of like this light, this energy that each and every one of us as beings has sort of like access to. That each and every one of us as beings sort of like are walking around with this radiance, this energy, this light, this vibration, this frequency. And it's sort of like this radiance is very much connects to again to this sense of dissolving, this sense of illumination, this sense of removing, clearing and cleansing. And this radiance is like again like a shift in frequency, a shift in vibration, a shift in awareness, a shift in consciousness, a shift in expression. And it all once again connects back to like this oneness vibration, this oneness frequency, and this source light creation. Each and every one of us sort of like are going through this process of awakening and this process of ascension. And this is what this radiance is. It's like a new energy, a new vibration. And it's again, it's about harmony, it's about union. It brings us back into like integration with this oneness vibration. And everything is about oneness vibration at the moment. The universal law of oneness and the universal law of vibration and frequency has always been at the center of spiritual sort of like vibration, but also spiritual sort of growth, spiritual evolution. It's always been there. I think the shift at the moment, like in consciousness and awareness, is the fact that we're once again coming into sort of union with it again. And this is the shift. This is the shift in consciousness. This is a shift in awareness for many beings at the moment. This radiance will feel like you'll have this light, this energy, this vibration, this frequency of light and energy. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel brighter within your consciousness, within your energy field, within your energy vibration and frequency. You'll feel it within your energy field. So you'll feel like you're walking around with this light, this pure light of awareness, this light of vibration and frequency, where you'll be more expanded, you'll be more open, you'll be more aligned. But it's also opening you up as like this channel. And when I say like channel, it's like we're all channels. We're all sort of like constantly receiving the flow of the universe, the flow, the ebb and flow of the universe, where things are flowing into our energy, and then it's about expressing it, and it's about expressing this radiance again. It links back again to the universal law of correspondence. The universal law of correspondence is one of the fundamental universal laws. This is how it feels to me when I talk about it. It's like it's the starting point, one of the starting points when you start to develop and really express and really sort of like start to become aware of the universal law of correspondence. And you start to open up to the infinite aspect, the eternal moment, the eternal sort of like the eternal moment. You start to open up to the oneness vibration, the oneness frequency. It's one of the keys, like I talk about these keys of consciousness. The universal law of correspondence is one of the keys to start to open up to your radiance, your vibration, your essence, your source light creation. And it's one of the starting points. And you know, when people talk about meditation and they talk about going within, and they talk about sort of like then when they go within, they get into a sacred space where there's expansion and stuff like that. This is like part of what I would say the universal law of correspondence is. It's like it's a doorway, it's an opening to start to sort of like really express. When you start to like step into it, or go into like that radiance of light and energy, and the source light creation, it opens up your own your infinite energy centers and your energy field. As I can feel it, as like I start to connect into this, is a massive golden sort of column of light that sort of like is connected, but this column of light just goes straight to the source. It goes straight to the source light creation, and it also opens us up. It opens up to become these open channels to start to start to receive this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding that's needed for this age, for a new vision on the planet, to create like a new collective vision that is very much needed for this time and this age. And this is what again happened when I talk about Atlantis and Lemuria. This was happening in Atlantis and Lemuria, and this is part of the shift. You hear of spiritual sort of like people are talking about like telos, and they're talking about sort of like the sort of like the this fifth dimensional conscious beings that are living within this reality. Again, it's about opening up to that eternal moment where we become aligned, we become one again. Again, it's very much connects into the center. This radiance is very much around the center, because I've just been drawn again, once again, to the center space. But the center space is not like a heart. It's not like like the center space, or the universal heart is not something that's within your body. It's far beyond that. It's a space that's in the eternal moment, where it connects you to your source light energy, your source light creation, your source light manifestation, and it all sort of connects to like creation, manifestation, alchemy. And again, this will connect to like Saint Germain, who's very much around like spiritual alchemy. It's very much around like the violet flame, which very much talks about again this sense of like dissolving and transmutation and transformation. Each and every one of us are being reborn at the moment. We're being reborn in new consciousness, new energy, new awareness, and that's the rebirth that's happening. And this is the rebirth into collective consciousness, but it's also the rebirth into this oneness vibration and this infinite source light creation that all of us are born from, and we're awakening to it again. We're awakening. We're having awareness that once again we're aligned, and we're once again sort of connected to it. And this radiance is a really important sort of vibration, because it allows us then to express from a place of source, and it allows us to express from a place of higher awareness, higher consciousness. And again, this connects to the universal law of inspired action, which is very much where we become these open channels, that we start to receive these insights and this awareness, and then what we do is we then express them. We express ourselves fully. And again, this is about illumination, like Lord Lanto, the ascended master, was the illuminated heart, and he'd walk around with this illumination. And again, the radiance is part of that, but radiance is directly connected to this golden light, which is the source light creation. The golden light is a very sort of like high spiritual color, but it's also sort of like it's very much connected into infinite wisdom, ancient wisdom, spiritual wisdom. But it was also sort of like, when you talk about like the ascended master Jesus, he very much sort of like, they talk about Christ consciousness, they talk about golden energy, golden light. It's very much connected to that. And once again, seeing this diamond again, this long diamond, so it's like it goes quite long at the shoulders and it goes all the way down. That's how I'm seeing it around my physical being, and it very much connects it again when you talk about things like the Merkaba, which I think is like a sacred shape, but it's also like a sacred sort of vibration or frequency. And it's very much, the Merkaba is very much about opening up, and it's being able to sort of like be connected within the spiritual, or within the infinite dimensions of light and energy. And this diamond energy is very much sort of like as a sacred geometric shape. This golden diamond is very much around that. So very much around spiritual sort of again union, spiritual harmony, spiritual sort of connection and integration. Integration is such an important thing. Anchoring is such an important thing. And this is why the masters are talking about this, and the guides and the infinite beings are talking about this, because anchoring and integration is so important, because it brings us into wholeness. And wholeness is again this sense of like this radiance, and all these things come back to oneness vibration, oneness frequency again. Everything is about the wholeness experience. It's about trying to remain connected and integrated and aligned and unified with this oneness vibration. And the oneness vibration is the infinite vibration, because what it does is it opens the doors to all beings and guides, that are working around us, and it allows us to be connected, and it allows us to once again be aligned with them, but also to be receive the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding. It allows our infinite source, light and energy, to once again be connected to the infinite source, which is the whole, which is wholeness again. It's like will, and this is what this this centered and radiant sort of feeling is the infinite radiance. It's like the I am presence. It's like we're totally connected with all realities and all beings in one moment, in the eternal moment again. This is like really like shifting the consciousness and shifting our awareness of how we walk and how we radiate, how we express within our reality, within our sort of singular realities, and how we start to then shift from singular reality to infinite reality, which is this collective consciousness. And this is what this time's about, and this is the shifting that the masters are talking about, and this is the shifting the infinite beings are talking about, and the infinite to bring us back into one reality, the eternal moment. And again, I know that what I'm discussing is being guided, because I've been given this like golden staff again, and as I look behind me, or not look behind me, I get the impression behind me, I've got like the universe behind me, and then I've got like a being that stepped forward dressed in white with gold beard, long gold hair, with a staff. And they sort of like they're the sort of like behind me. The impression I'm getting is behind me, and they're in the universe with the infinite stars behind them. So it's like this infinite source energy, this infinite universal energy, this universal teaching. And in a sense, the universal teachings, when you talk about universal teachings, the universe is symbolic of the infinite dimensions and realities of light and energy, the different realities of different vibration, frequency. So everything is symbolic. They've always said this to me, that when I've worked within throughout many sort of like times I do these videos, I do these insights, everything, and through my own spiritual journey, I've always realised everything is symbolic. And also with everything that you're given, when you align with that frequency, that vibration, that feeling, when you go beyond it, there's always a deeper meaning, and it's about us finding that deeper meaning. And this is how it's always worked for me. I look at things that are symbolic, and I have to, so something has a symbolic message, and then you look beyond the symbolic message for the deeper meaning, or the true wisdom that's beyond that. And looking deeper is where you get that wisdom, that infinite wisdom, that oneness vibration, that wholeness, from source light creation. And this is what the beings are doing at the moment. They're shifting our awareness and consciousness to see beyond, to see the true wisdom and the deeper wisdom in things that are being given at the moment. And this is this is part of also that golden light vibration is about deeper wisdom, deeper consciousness, higher consciousness, but higher knowing as well. And it's about linking into our intuition, our understanding, our awareness. And again, this is where the universal law of inspired action comes in, because the inspired action is intuition that's been given to us, then for us to express and radiate within our realities, and within this eternal moment. And in the eternal moment is how we're linked to the wholeness vibration and the oneness vibration and the infinite source light creation. That's the insight for today.